Okay, I'm going to make a low-carb pizza today. And I got all ingredients, I think, here. If I don't have them all, we'll show them later. But this is everything you need to make the crust, and then basically some of this is toppings, and you can do whatever you want. I've got the oven heating to 425, so go ahead and preheat your oven to 425. But some of the things that we're going to have on there is, of course, we have pepperoni, and I don't know if pepperoni is the best thing in the world for you, but there's a few ingredients in there I don't like, but we're going to look for better pepperoni sometime. But I got some sea salt here, 1 egg, some bacon. I've got this pizza sauce, is Walmart pizza sauce, and it's got 4 grams of carbs per serving, which is quarter of a cup, but we'll use it on pizza so it won't have very many carbs. I've got some avocados. I'm actually just going to use one of those. I just put them all out. I got some fresh mushrooms, almond flour. I've got some cherry tomatoes, some baby spinach, a big sack of mozzarella cheese, and again on this cheese, you're better off grating your own, but I was lazy and I bought this pre-grated. I've got some Italian seasoning, some garlic salt. I've got some Munster cheese and some Parmesan cheese. You use any kind of cheese you want. And that's basically all that's in it. Well, obviously a lot of this is toppings, and you can put whatever toppings you want on there. So, oh yeah, I've got some fresh herbs here. I got some chives and supposed to be oregano. Our parsley is kind of, I don't know. So I've got some dried parsley as well. This was homegrown, but it's dried because our parsley is kind of flowered and it doesn't have a lot of leaves on it. So anyway, so I'm gonna come back now and I'm gonna show you. Basically, we'll come to the pre-cooking some of the stuff, because everything has to be pre-cooked on this pizza, and just because the crust is a low carb, and I'll spend most of the time showing you how to make the crust. But for now, I'll come back and I'll show you how to fry some avocados. I've got some bacon grease. I just took my bacon out of there, so it's nice hot bacon grease. And now I have sliced my avocado up, and we're going to drop that in there. And just single layer, or as close to a single layer you can get. It's just one avocado. I know I've got some weird slices in there. This was a really firm avocado, and it's hard to see it out. I think I think you can like microwave them and stuff to loosen the skin. I don't know what to do about the seed. I got it off there though. It wasn't no big deal. I only had a couple of places that it stuck. That's a mushroom actually right there. And you can also go ahead and do a little bit of salt. I wouldn't do a lot. You can do a little bit later. Let that fry though. Okay, well hopefully you can see that on the camera. Those are pretty good. See, they're getting kind of a brown, crispy brown on them. Actually, they kind of, to tell you the truth, what they remind me of is a fried potato. It's get that crispy skin on the face and then kind of soft in the middle. But you see how it's got brown crust on it. That's really good. And so, as you can see, they're probably as done as they need to be. Obviously, you need an avocado raw, so they don't have to really be cooked. Not off. That's probably loud on there. And one thing I'm going to do right now, I don't always do this, and this is actually the first time, and we're going to try it. I'll leave those right there. We'll saute the mushrooms in what was left of the bacon grease. Don't have to do this obviously at all, but it's just something that I just now thought I'd do. So anyway, like I say, you gotta have all your stuff cooked. So anyway, I'm gonna saute those, and then when I come back, we'll do we'll do the crust. Okay, we're going to make the crust now. And so what you do is you take about 6 ounces of this shredded mozzarella. They say that's about 1 3/4 of a cup. I probably have, I don't know, almost 2, but that's close enough. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier, you got cream cheese. There's 2 ounces of cream cheese there, and they're in there with the cheese. And what we're going to do is we're going to microwave this and melt it. And we're going to microwave it on high for 1 minute, and then we are going to stir it, and then microwave it again for another 30 seconds or so. Alrighty. It has microwaved for a minute, and now it needs stirred. You're going to stir that cream cheese in with that melted mozzarella best you can. Funny thing, you know, I look at recipes online, you know, all the time, and sometimes on some of the sites I'm on, people say, "Well, I don't have a microwave, so how do you do this without a microwave? I haven't had a microwave for 20 years." And so then I try to explain to them how to do it with a microwave. And you know what I say? If you haven't had a microwave for 20 years, you already know how to do it without a microwave, so nobody needs to tell you. People are such dummies. But anyway, that's just my own little opinion there. I mean, I'm not going to give you a recipe that says how to do it without a microwave. That's how mine is. So you got that, so we're going to give it another shot of 30 seconds. It's been another 30 seconds, and I'll give it another stir here. It's pretty hot. This is what you got. Now you know what we're going to do. So this is a little weird thing, but we're going to add an egg. We're going to add some salt, and we're just going to put a couple pinches in there. I don't know. Do whatever you like. We're going to add, I don't know, some of this. It's Italian seasoning. Just sprinkle some in there. I think we'll put a little bit of garlic salt in there. That's why you don't want to put too much salt. And we'll actually put some of these dried parsley flakes in there. And 3/4 cup of almond flour, or almond meal. They'll call it different things. And now we're going to gently stir it. So you kind of don't know exactly how you gently stir it, but well, that's neither here nor there. We get it mixed together here. You can see there it's kind of mixing and making this kind of a goopy ball-like thing. Actually, well, I'll tell you what it's kind of like. It's kind of like a dough ball. You can add any spices in there that you want. Like I say, it's totally up to you how you want to flavor this crust. So you see, we got you want to kind of work a little bit faster because you don't want this cheese and stuff to get too cold. So you end up with this ball. See, and one thing you need is a couple of sheets of parchment paper, baking parchment. And what I'm going to do, if you can get them to lay down, I know there's little tricks to do that too, but we're going to dump this on there. And like I say, keep it going, and then you're going to put the one on top, like so. We're just going to kind of mash it. I want to mash it kind of round. I'm going to take a rolling pin. Get my stuff out of the way here. And kind of keep turning it so you don't get it. If it's not exactly round, who cares? You know, roll it kind of thin. So, I don't know, it's good to me. It may be a little big. Peel this one off. See what you got there? You got kind of a, looks like a pizza crust kind of, doesn't it? We'll kind of tuck the edges up. And now I've got the oven, like I say, heated to 425, and I've got a big cast iron pizza pan in there. And you probably won't be able to see this, and I'm going to move the camera, but I'm going to take this just like it is, and I'm going to put it with the parchment onto the cast iron baking pizza pan. Been about 5 minutes, and I'm going to show you something that you might want to try. A handy dandy silicone mitts here. One thing I forgot to mention, and quite honestly I forgot to do last time, is you need to take a fork and kind of poke this. But we're going to turn this over so we can have it nice and crispy on a nice crispy crust. So we're going to take this parchment from earlier, and we're going to this crust, and we're just going to turn it over like that. And see, it's already pretty crisped on that bottom too. We're probably not going to let this go much longer. It's kind of hot too. I'm very controlled with my mitt. Not very good at grabbing, so anyway, I think I'll just put that back in just actually for a few, because that's, I don't want to burn it, but it's looking good. Alright, to me that looks done, so it's coming out. It's actually just been another couple of minutes from the last time. I know it's a split second for you, but it didn't take very long. I just don't want it to get overcooked. Now leave your oven going at 425. You want to leave it there. So you see what I got here? We got our it looks like a crust.